refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their gilt rings. Right, the bouncers gilt rings.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.
This is Joe Q for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Delighted to be joined here at the Fisher household. John, no disrespect, mate, I love you, but joined by an absolute West Ham legend. Obviously, as a big West Ham fan myself. Mr. Steve Potts, how are you, sir?
All good, thank you.
I know Oscar's already spoke to you, Big John, but how are you, mate?
Well, I think I'm the legend, not him.
Wait, you're a legend to me, but Mr. Steve is a bigger legend for the West Ham. But first of all, how's that sangria going down, mate?
Sangria. It's all good,
It's all good. So we're here for the sponsors night. Steve, I know you've been a big supporter of the Fishers. Johnny, from the very start, I think I saw you on one of those Matchroom documentaries they made, but obviously friend of the family, but glad to be supporting.
Really good to be here. Sponsors night. I want to sponsor John for the marathon next year. That's the thing. We went up there and watched it this year, so it'd be great. This sponsoring for the forthcoming marathons. But no, for the Fishers, great night for them. Real great family, and just good to be here.
John, you're going to be doing the marathon next year?
Marathon Chinese eating contest, not the London Marathon, no. I'll leave that to Steve, he's done it. You done it twice, and you're
once. Just the once.
I'll join you with the Chinese one, mate.
Yeah. No, you're there for the Chinese, definitely.
100%. But Steve, before we get on to Johnny, just quickly ask you about West Ham. Obviously, it's been a bit of a turbulent season. We performed very well last night. Obviously, it didn't go our way, but that's Man City. Just a word on West Ham at the minute.
I think we'll be okay.
Irons!
I think we'll be okay. It's been a tough season. I think we're surviving the Premiership, and then hopefully the European trophy would be great.
Obviously, that goal is to get that European Conference League. We've got Alkmaar, then hopefully we'll get to that final in Prague. Just how big will it be for the club? It is in Prague. Weekend in Prague, John.
I might be up for that. You going?
Oh, it'd be good. A little bit. John.
Prague, go on then.
How big is it for the club to get to a European final?
That'd be fantastic for the supporters. They're just craving some sort of final, a bit of success, hopefully a trophy at the end of it. It'd be fantastic. There'd be thousands out there if they got there.
I don't know, John, you've been a big advocate for the youth team, and they've been doing absolutely phenomenally. Won the league, won the cup at Arsenal, but we've got a future at West Ham and we should be pleased about that, shouldn't we?
Listen, I believe in giving young players a chance, and no more so than a certain young Freddie Potts. When he's come on, he's done really well. Give the youngsters a chance. Unfortunately, Ajibola Leslie didn't give a chance, but he's cutting it up at Sunderland. West Ham do bring young players through, courtesy of people like Steve and Mark Phillips at West Ham, great people. Give them a chance. What's to be scared of? Put the youngsters in.
I was going to get to Freddie, but just as a family member, you must be so proud. Dan's cutting it up at Luton. It looks like, hopefully, second year in a row, they will push on for that promotion. But just as a dad, as an uncle, just how proud are you?
Yeah, I'm really proud to see you boys out there. Dan's obviously played at West Ham, moved to Luton. They're doing really well, Luton. It's hopefully they can do it this year. And obviously Freddie's had a couple of games, so long way to go, but hopefully he can kick on.
We're all singing one more year, Declan Rice. Hopefully he stays for a couple more years.
It'd be great if Declan stays here. He's been a fantastic player for West Ham. He's only young still, but it seems like he's been there ages. But you know, who knows? You know, he may move on, but I don't think West Ham's supporters will begrudge him that move if he does that.
Certainly, and just move on to Johnny Fisher, 10th of June. Going to be a big return to London. Will you be there, Steve?
I won't be there. I'm at a wedding, unfortunately. We've been there for all the other fights. We'll be taking a keen interest, but unfortunately we've got a wedding that day. A good friend of ours is getting married, so unfortunately we won't be there.
You'll be there in spirit, I'm sure, and obviously you've been supporting the whole team throughout the journey. But John, just to finish up, mate, just where can people get their tickets, and what sort of kind of the pre-drinks can we get behind?
Right, we're going to the Jukebox London in Romford, pre-drinks. We'll meet up at the White Horse at Wembley as well. Obviously, hopefully the fight goes okay. We're arranging an after party. DM me on Instagram, it's Big John 1 for Johnny's Fight Link. And we'll take it from there. We've already sold loads of tickets. As I say, the support is phenomenal. We thank everybody. Shane Steve's not going to be there, but these things happen. Weddings happen, parties happen, birthdays happen. The Bull Army march is on. Bull Army!
All I say is up the irons, boys.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you very much. Absolute pleasure.
Bash!
Nice.
Because I refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 17, 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncers' guilt rings.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day,